周一長談同你深入時事話題。最近我哋 BC 省政府喺酒業嘅管理方面就做咗好多嘅改革，其中最重要嘅一樣嘢咧就係以後我哋喺雜貨鋪裏邊度可以買到 wine 同埋 beer， 同埋咧以後大家可以BC 省係準大家可以喺外省嗰處買咗酒之後運翻嚟 BC 省，同埋相對其他人亦都可以喺外省嗰處亦都可以買我哋 BC 嘅酒，然之後我哋準你運出去。不過其他省會點樣去處理呢個我哋就管唔掂啦。但係咧，因為呢個嘅改革可以話係遲咗好耐㗎啦，大家亦都期待咗好耐，所以基本上政治上嘅反對聲音唔大，不過咧業界咧就會提出好多覺得有損害到佢哋嘅利益嘅一啲唔同嘅睇法。今日咧我哋因為影響到民生嘅問題同埋大家買酒飲酒嘅一啲習慣，所以我哋今日特別為大家請到佢嘅頭銜非常之重要咧，就係 BC 省政府司法同埋律政廳嘅酒業改革省議會嘅秘書，就係今次所有嘅改革完全從頭到尾就係要靠葉省議員為我哋去收集意見，同埋向我哋嘅省政府提出好多嘅改革條例。所以今日咧請佢哋為我哋講清楚、説明白，等我哋知道新嘅條例之下，我哋有啲咩嘢新嘅方便可以享受到。Thank you, John, for coming. I know you can speak the Chinese, but I know you prefer to speak in English too.
Thank you, BC. It's great to be here.
Yeah, and so let's go all the way back. And thank you very much for your hard work, because that is something that we have been looking forward to and we wanted it. So now you have something really specific that we can all enjoy. But because it changes a lot of our consumers' habits. So we would like you to come and explain it to us so we know what to do. So my first question is, why now? It has been there for decades and decades, but why now? And what was the motive? And also, more importantly, what's the process of forming these new policies?
Great, sure. Good questions. And first of all, I would say that first of all, the Premier made a commitment to review liquor policy in the province. And following the election, she asked that I lead this review. Every number of years, the province does a review, but this is the most comprehensive review that our province has ever done on the issue of liquor policy. The last time there was a review was in the late 90s, in 1999. And this time we took advantage of the opportunity to really have a look at all aspects, every aspect of liquor policy, everything from manufacturing to the sales of liquor, to the licensing of establishments that will serve liquor, and importantly, the health and safety aspects of liquor.
There were a lot of questions about one point is that why is it under the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice when this is like consumer habits and the small business related?
Well, it's very important to keep in mind that liquor is a substance that people enjoy, it's a product that people enjoy, but it also is one that we know has health and social impacts. So we live in a society that at one time prohibited liquor.
Yes.
That there was a time many decades ago when liquor was
and it didn't work.
was prohibited,
Yeah.
and we know what transpired in the history in those days. So since the end of Prohibition, when liquor began to be allowed in society, gradually there's been more and more changes in the way liquor is regulated and made available. So this time, with this review, we wanted to talk to the people, right? And this is the most comprehensive conversation with British Columbians on liquor. So as you may have heard, a very successful social media campaign. We had over 75,000 visits to our website. People were very interested in giving comments and ideas and engaging in suggestions, through the website. We had blog posts. I had about 10 blog posts, and it generated a lot of discussion. People had a chance to weigh in on their views.
Yes, your blog post was quite popular.
Yes, very, very much so. And it really confirmed to me that this is a topic that most British Columbians have an opinion about. You know, I found that almost anyone I talked to, they had a view on some aspect of liquor policy.
Well, roughly, when you have traveled extensively across the province.
I tried to go around the entire regions of the province. Yes.
Wow, that's a lot of traveling. But roughly, what do you think? What's the percentage between the yeah and nay?
Well, let me put it this way. The researchers who we talked to have indicated that among adult British Columbians, so 19 and over, the rate of usage of liquor is about 85%. So it's the majority of adult British Columbians who enjoy, to some extent, at some point in their lives, liquor, right? So it's something that touches all British Columbians in all communities, in every aspect. So we really wanted to take a balanced approach. So we started out talking to health and safety, public safety experts and those who are involved in that side of the issue. Got good feedback from them, learned what are some of the key things to consider. And we also talked to, of course, to those that are in the business of liquor, whether it's in the manufacturing of wine or beer, which is very important in British Columbia, or spirits. We got a range of views on what's important, and of course we talked to those that are involved in the serving of liquor, the restaurant and the pub industry, and the sales of liquor. In British Columbia, we have, as you know, a retail system that is unique. We have both government stores and we have private liquor stores.
Well, I think from the consumer's point of view, you have, when we look at all the recommendations, you have, I think it's 73 points, 73 different recommendations. The one thing that really stood out was that you would allow grocery stores to sell wine and beer. I think that's the biggest difference, not only to British Columbia, but I think in Canada too. So I know it's just a general direction. There are more detailed regulations and policies to help protect the public. Can you explain to us what are those regulations?
Sure. During the review, and as we heard from British Columbians, the number one and most popular topic was the opportunity for British Columbians to be able to buy liquor when they're shopping for groceries. So our government is looking at how we would implement, and this was one of the recommendations that received a lot of interest, how we would go about allowing this to happen. As you know, we now have a system of private liquor stores and government liquor stores, which is unique in Canada. I think you know that in most provinces in Canada is government liquor stores. Alberta, about 20 years ago, they sold off all their government liquor stores, and they only have private liquor stores in Alberta. But in other provinces, there are government stores. And in BC, we have both. So what British Columbians said to us is that, yes, we know that we have retail stores, government and private, but we really would like the convenience of being able to shop for a favorite bottle of wine when they're shopping for groceries, just like they do in some states in the US and in other parts of the world, in Europe, for example, and Asia. So the government is looking at how we can facilitate this, and one of my recommendations is the opportunity to look at what we call a store within a store. So you might have a supermarket, right, where you have groceries, products, and an enclosed area within the store that would offer liquor, and it would have separate staff that would
confine the area
in the area, but within the supermarket. So store within store. And if you're there with your trolley and you're shopping for groceries.
Yeah.
You can, go inside to the.
But you cannot
liquor
bring
area.
your underage kids
Well,
to
if you're
go
a
in.
parent, you can bring your kid in there, but of course, minors cannot be in there alone, right? So
Yeah,
that's the important thing. We heard loud and clear from British Columbians that yes, we want the convenience, but we also care about health and safety. And by having this approach of a store within a store, which is being done in other jurisdictions, right? That this can achieve a balanced approach, convenience, and also looking after health and safety.
You mentioned convenience. I think in your report there was a difference between grocery stores and convenience stores. Convenience stores are not allowed to sell wine and beer, but the grocery stores will be permitted. What's the difference between the convenience store and grocery stores?
Yeah, having liquor in corner stores or what are known as convenience stores.
So 7-Eleven is not?
Would add a level of complexity and concerns in regards to health and safety that I think from hearing from British Columbians, people do care about the health and safety, public safety aspects, and our approach by focusing on stores that are primarily grocery oriented or supermarkets where they are places where people go to shop for groceries.
Yeah.
That's what we heard from British Columbians that they would like to see. So
corner stores like 7-Eleven
24-hour
would not be.
convenience store is not something that we're contemplating. We're looking at grocery stores, your supermarket where you shop for groceries, and the approach with a store within a store to allow for convenience to grocery shoppers, but to maintain a level of control over health and safety.
Yeah, it's all about convenience and safety. 例如我哋休息一陣，陣間翻嚟，我仲有好多問題要請教我哋議會秘書。